It's still spinning.
Uh-oh.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We're glad that you're here. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings, the Science and Technology channel.
Yeah, today or this afternoon, we're talking about something really interesting as far as biblical stuff, right? I mean, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they just keep finding these things.
Well, I think it's not just actually finding it, but having the equipment to analyze it and see, that's
probably more important than being able to find it, right? Because how much stuff has been found or not found, or found and then not.
It's sitting in a museum, in a box.
Yeah, but this is cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it. So
an academic team led by Professor Garrick Allen at the University of Glasgow has recovered 42 missing pages from Codex H, one of the most significant early New Testament manuscripts known to scholars. Codex H is a 6th century manuscript containing the letters of St. Paul. It disappeared from view after being taken apart in the 13th century at the Great Lavra Monastery on Mount Athos in Greece. Its pages were re-inked, then repurposed as binding material in flyleaves in several other manuscripts. Oh my gosh. The surviving pieces are now held in collections across Italy, Greece, Russia, Ukraine, and France. Would you like to know more?
Yeah, could you imagine running into this stuff? I mean, it had to have been really brittle, and you touch it, it falls apart.
Why would you use letters from Paul as a bookmark, or binding?
Yeah, and pretty important apostle, right? I mean, he's one of the big guys. So, all right, Professor. Not that they all weren't big or good, but he was right up there. So, Professor Garrick Allen explains that the process that led to the discovery. Quote, "The breakthrough came from an important starting point. We knew that at one point the manuscript was re-inked. The chemicals in the ink caused offset damage to facing pages, essentially creating a mirror image of the text on the opposite leaf, sometimes leaving traces several pages deep." Well, that's not good, right?
Right.
Barely visible to the naked eye, but very clear with lasting imaging techniques. So, basically destroying, they were saving a page, but at the same time, they were destroying several pages underneath. Yeah. If I'm understanding that correctly, that's sad.
Yeah, quote, "In partnership with the Early Manuscripts Electronic Library, EMEL, researchers use multispectral imaging to process images of the extant pages in order to recover ghost texts that no longer physically exist, effectively retrieving multiple pages of information from every single physical page. To ensure historical accuracy, the team also collaborated with experts in Paris to perform radiocarbon dating, confirming the parchment's 6th century origin."
Although the newly recovered material includes already known sections of Paul's letters, the find provides an unusual window into the long history of the New Testament and the ways it was read, copied, preserved, and understood over time. It also reveals more about the people who produced and used Codex H, how communities engaged with sacred texts, and what happened to books after they became worn or damaged.
Professor Allen continues, quote, "Given that Codex H is such an important witness to our understanding of Christian scripture, to have discovered any new evidence, let alone this quantity of what it originally looked like, is nothing short of monumental."
Okay, so the key findings include early chapter lists. The pages include the oldest known chapter list for Paul's letters, showing divisions that are very different from the system today.
Scribal insights. The fragments reveal how 6th century scribes corrected, annotated, and engaged directly with sacred writings.
And medieval recycling. The manuscript's physical condition shows how sacred books were reused and given new purposes after they became damaged.
This project was made possible through funding from Templeton Religion Trust and the Arts and Humanities Research Council of the UK, with the cooperation of the Great Lavra Monastery.
So
Interesting.
I'm just thinking about this again, simple mind, but so they had a Bible, okay, or they had manuscripts, they had scriptures, and they were handwritten scriptures. So
this is what the sons of Mosiah had. The sons of Mosiah had this, written manuscripts that they studied and took with them.
Right, and that's what they had in Jesus's time, right?
Yeah, they wrote it down.
Exactly. So when these things start to wear out, I mean, what do? You call Seth and say, "Hey, Seth, you need to get on writing us a new copy because this one's starting to get a little weathered." That had to take forever to do that. So did they?
Handwriting, yeah.
Yeah. So did they have multiple guys sitting at a long table writing these things out? So they had backup copies, I guess. It's not like you can just go to the bookstore or go to the library or go to the copy machine and run off a bunch of copies. So pretty involved.
Good question. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty involved. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there had to have been a timeline, right? Okay, well, we've been using this book for a few years now. It's starting to get a little worn. You need to get on rewriting another one or, copying it or whatever. And then who knows? Again, we know, right? The Bible is based on interpretation. So one guy is writing it one way and another guy writes it another way. And there you have it. So not consistent. But anyway, cool story. Yeah, fascinating.
And leading into your Sabbath day, we hope that you enjoy your Sabbath, and we'll see you on Monday.
Yep. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Thanks.